In 2017, Ethereum pumped by 300%. Can we repeat this cycle, and can we pump by not 300% but by 420%? Let's reveal the insights. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Simon from My Crypto Paradise, and in this video we will go through Ethereum, we will take a look what's going on with Bitcoin, we will take a look behind the scenes what's going on, and also I will explain to you why is it that during a bull market people are losing more money than during a bear market. Let's start with technical analysis, and as we go on we will go deeper and deeper into a more exclusive insights. So first of all, let's take a look what's going on the technical side on a weekly time frame. This is ultra high time frame for us in the Paradise team. As you know, if you are a professional trader, first you need to be able to determine what's going on the high time frames, and then go lower and lower daily, 4 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame. And once you understand all the time frames that are relevant, then you can create a professional trading signals, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, to understand the probabilities for the lower time frame price action, let's analyze what's going on the weekly. So first of all, we are breaking from this descending trend line, right? At least we are trying to. So how to analyze if this symmetrical triangle breakout is going to be successful early? First of all, what's important to observe is the volume. Can we have a higher volume than the previous weekly candle? If yes, this breakout of this descending trend line will come with a higher probability of being a successful and not just a fake out. As you can see right now, the volume is much lower than the previous candle volume, but we still have 3 days, 9 hours to go. So if we can firstly close the weekly candle above this descending trend line and the volume will be higher than the previous candle, there is going to be a higher probability that this is a successful breakout, and it will increase the chances of our path towards almost $20,000 per one Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. So that is one thing. The other thing is taking a look at some oscillator. We are using MACD because for the current market cycle this is the most relevant oscillator to be observing, because it creates the most accurate signals for us. And what we can see, we have a bullish cross right here from the bottom, which is very bullish. We also crossed the moving average trend line that held us previously in a bear mode right here. So this is bullish nicely. Also what we can see, increased momentum as the price action grinding to the upside. So that is bullish. What would be bearish? It would be if we would have this kind of bullish candle and the momentum would be showing this kind of bullish strength. That would create a bearish divergence as hell, because you have equal highs. However, the momentum is creating a lower high. That is called exaggerated bearish divergence, and that's what pushed us towards this drop from the retest of the descending trend line in June that we had in June, ladies and gentlemen. So right now we have nice momentum that is stepping up and up, but we need this candle to be much larger, because we need higher volume than the previous candle, and also we need a higher momentum than the previous MACD high that we had in March 2024. So if we can match all these requirements, that would mean that we can turn this descending trend line from a resistance into a support, and we can continue higher with a higher probability. How is it possible that we know that the Ethereum will go this high to $20,000 almost? For that we have been analyzing what happened in the previous cycle, right? And the previous cycle to the current one has similarities in 2017 bull cycle and not to the one we had in 2021. The bullish cycle in 2021 is similar to the one we had in 2017, but in May. What's interesting to observe is how the cycles are slowing down, because we had this cycle and the next cycle in almost the same year, right? But right now the market is slowing down, the cycles are getting bigger, but also it's happening slower, because this bullish cycle we had in 2021, and then we had 2 years of a break until now where we are creating the next bullish cycle, right? So also in 2017 we had this moment of low volatility in the market. That's also what happened before we started to create this current symmetrical triangle. In the year of 2018, 2019 we have this low volatility price action, so that's similar, right? Then we started to create this beautiful symmetrical triangle, as same as we we are forming right now, and then we started to break higher, right? And we pumped by 300%. How is that possible? So you know that if we break a symmetrical triangle, we usually take the low of the triangle, take the measure tool to the high, and we place it to the breakout point to understand where is the next target, right? And we can see that after we have hit this target, the crypto went a little bit downhill, but then we continued higher and higher. How much higher? 3 times the initial symmetrical triangle target. Altogether, we have pumped by 300% before we started this huge bear rally. So let's take a look at the current symmetrical triangle. Let's calculate the target as well for this one. So we also will take our measurement tool, we will place it from the low to the high, and voila, we will put it to the breakout point, which is around this level, and we have 123%, right? And if we will repeat the 2017 cycle, we can measure that for a second time and for a third time, and as you can see, it's pointing us to almost $20,000 per one Ethereum, which is from the current market price around 420% profit, ladies and gentlemen. So imagine the alt season, ladies and gentlemen. If you have been in Paradise Family VIP with us in 2017, you know how much money we have been able to make during this cycle, because we have been picking just the best altcoins, the most juiciest one, but also carefully, because you also remember the amount of ICOs in the market. And then once we went downhill, most of the ICOs that been so much hyped in the cycle, nobody ever heard about, and most of them stayed around zero or being delisted, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody ever heard about them anymore. And this is the same thing what will happen in this cycle with meme coins. So be very careful. The meme coins are the new ICOs that we had in the cycle of 2017, ladies and gentlemen. So be very careful about that. Let's take a look behind the scenes, what's going on with sentiment, etc. And let's confirm if this 420% move is actually possible. So for that, we can analyze the retail interest, and if we will have enough steam to keep going, if there's gonna be some people left to keep buying and pushing us higher and higher. This includes not only the retail but also institutions, companies, etc. right? So the search volume in Bitcoin search results in December 2017 made a high right here. On Ethereum it was right here. At 2021 the peak was right here. The Ethereum a little bit exceeded the search interest from 2017. That's because the market got more and more matured. But what is important right now to see is that the current cycles is not even reaching the high of interest search rate in 2021 and not at all the one that we had in 2017, ladies and gentlemen. So there is much more to go. It seems like most of the retail is still not around. And also what's interesting to observe is that the search volume is mostly going from third world countries, ladies and gentlemen. Once the USA, Europe, etc. start stepping in, that's where the real money will come from, and that will help us to push the prices of altcoins mostly higher and higher, right? Because the retail investors that will come late to the market or in the middle, because you know that we are expecting this bull cycle to keep going through 2025 and until the late of 2026, ladies and gentlemen. We predicted that in 2023 when the prices were extremely bearish, nobody expected this bull market come in. And you remember from our free channel MCP School, not only we have shared with you in 2023 this chart periods of when to make money, and as you can see in 2023 right here, if it's visible, it actually tells you next 3 years are going to be the times when there is going to be high prices and the time to sell stocks. So that will be in 2026, and in 2023 it started when it's good time to buy stocks and crypto as well right now. Not only this was the thing we have been sharing with you. If you are in our free Telegram channels, you know how we have been bullish posting you with charts, etc. But this was one of the charts that we actually use for many years to understand when the inflation comes, when the interest rates go high and low, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be talking more about that in the next videos. Right now, let's take a look at the crypto trading sentiment. You can see that we have these scissors, right? The Bitcoin price is going up, the sentiment is going down. That confirms that the retail is still not around, and the one that is around is not yet fully bullish, so there is much more room to go through 2025 and 2026 for sure. Right now we are not even in the middle of some greediness, ladies and gentlemen, but the inexperienced traders that are around are getting wrecked very badly, and I have explained why in a few minutes. It has loads of to do with greed and over leverage, ladies and gentlemen. But firstly, let's take a look behind the scenes of Ethereum. Right now we are looking at Ethereum on the Binance spot exchange. All right, this is important. This is spot exchange where you are not trading with leverage. All right, and you can see this huge sell limit order wall above us. So this will be a very tough nut to crack, but once we crack it, and that's why we need the high volume, right, to get rid of this sell wall, we can continue higher and higher, ladies and gentlemen, because then the sell walls are quite thin. Yeah, but this is going to be very hard, but we can do it if we get enough volume. As you can see right here from the market orders, we are getting loads of market buy orders, which is good, but at the same time we are getting loads of sell limit orders hit, which is bearish, and that also confluence with the sell limit walls ahead of us. So we really need some big volume to step in to get rid of this sell wall, and we can continue to go higher. Let's take a look what's going on behind the scenes on a futures exchange. This is Bybit derivatives exchange, and here we can analyze the open interest, okay, and we can see with the prices, as the prices are rising, the open interest is also rising, and when we go down, the open interest is decreasing as well. As you can see here, we had some bearish pressure here as well, and the open interest went down. That means there is not being new positions created on the short side. Mostly new contracts are being opened and created on the upside. That means the futures exchange is extremely over leveraged, and if we want this to keep going, we just need more and more extra inflow in the market, because if we will not have, this will have a sharp drop to the downside, ladies and gentlemen, because by looking at the funding rates, we are extremely over leveraged in the market. Everybody wants to get rich quickly, right? And that's also the reason of why more people are actually being wrecked on the long side than on the short side, ladies and gentlemen. So even though the prices are going high, they're actually the kind of weak outs that liquidate most of the traders. 96% of recently daily trading participants, 200,000 traders, ladies and gentlemen, $661 million liquidated in just 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why if you really want to make it in the crypto market, you need to trade with a strategy, with patience, and most of the important thing is emotional discipline. So free yourself of the social media hype, okay? Get yourself a strategy and trade with the edge, and just follow your trading system with discipline. Don't try to get rich quick, because every time you try to take some kind of shortage, in the long run it will turn against you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look if we can fund this price action and go higher by looking at USDT dominance. In the previous video 13 days ago, I told you there is a huge resistance right here. The likelihood of going lower is higher, and you know very well if we can go lower, what does it mean? Right here from this resistance, we went already quite low to the support of this previous low, and when the USDT dominance is decreasing, that means the USDT is flowing into the crypto market, right? Into altcoins, Bitcoin. And that's why if you want to increase your probabilities for a bull side, if you want to create the best trading signals, the best thing is that you can be bearish on USDT dominance and bullish on some coin you are about to buy or long, right? And right now we can see that USDT dominance is trying to break this support zone right here, and if we can close this weekly candle below, there is going to be more than 80 to 90% probability that we will dump more towards this Fibonacci retracement level. So that will be very bullish. And thanks to understanding this, you can know when to be defensive and when to be aggressive, right? It's just about finding confluences, ladies and gentlemen. The more confluences you have for one side, the more portfolio exposure you can invest somewhere, or basically adapt your trading strategies based on that better and better. Let's take a look also at Bitcoin. Right now we can see that that we are trying to overcome this Fibonacci key supply zone at $100,000. If we can close the daily candle above this resistance, we can go as high as $109,000. This is the next major resistance right here, and this is going to be the next strategic level to open some short hedge positions on Bitcoin or just withdraw more of your profits, ladies and gentlemen. But daily candle close above this level at $100,000 is very important. Otherwise, this is going to be just a fake out and we are going down towards $93,000. So be very careful about the medium time frame price action. This is daily time frame, ladies and gentlemen, medium time frame perspective. Okay, that's very important for you to understand, because based on that you create swing trades, day trades, not some kind of long-term investment things that we have watched on Ethereum, that we've been analyzing on Ethereum previously, right? Together with that, right now we can see on our oscillator MACD indicator right here that we are having a bearish cross. We really need to get out of that very quickly. There is no bullish momentum as well, and we need some big buying volume. Okay, this candle needs to go much higher so we can really reclaim this resistance level and create a bullish momentum and get out of this bearish cross, ladies and gentlemen. So it will be very important to watch the current daily candle that is closing in around 8 hours. We need to create a nice momentum so the MACD indicator can cross bullish again. Speaking about Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance as well. As we can see, this is the reason why altcoins are doing well, right? And you know, this is not the only confluence. We have not only showed you that from this resistance right here we will continue to go down in the previous videos. That's how we have been able to get just some kind of probabilities for the alt season, but we also shared with you the others dominance, which is the index of low cap and mid cap altcoins. And as you can see, we keep going higher and higher, and we have predicted this 13 days ago, ladies and gentlemen, right from the bottom. I hope you are enjoying this alt season together with us as we are enjoying it in Paradise Family VIP. And right now you already know that we are creating this E wave, and this E wave is already A wave, and this A wave is already quite high. However, considering the current market volatility, we can actually go as high as 0.61 at Fibonacci retracement level, this resistance right here, before creating a B wave. And then if you are a great master of Elliott wave theory, you know that a C wave is coming, then a D wave, and finally E wave, right? But because we understand that here is the resistance right here, and also we are at the local resistance right here, we need to play it step by step. So we are executing on the opportunities that the altcoin market is offering us, but we are being very strategic, very careful. We are placing stop losses to break even, securing our trades when it's possible, because we understand in crypto market most of the people lose in the long run, and it's mostly because of these flash crashes that happens over and over again, right? So it's just a matter of time, and you can even be making money for 3 months, even a year, but then only 2 days of this flash crash and most of the profits of most of the traders are just gone, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we are playing it strategically and tactically, because we are just focusing on being profitable in the long run. That's all that matters. Slow grind up, right? Total crypto market cap, you can see that we are hitting our resistance level right here. If we can close this weekly candle, which is closing in 3 days, 8 hours, above this $3.5 trillion resistance, we actually need to analyze the bigger wave, the whole wave from the bottom, from when the crypto market cap was worth only $800 billion, and then our next resistance will shift towards almost $4 trillion, ladies and gentlemen. So this will be the next important level of a resistance. If we can turn this line right here into a support, how we change it into a support? By closing this weekly candle above it. So with the Paradise team, we are monitoring the market 24/7, ladies and gentlemen. For you, we will keep you updated in the next video, which is gonna happen on Saturday. Until then, take care, smash the like button if you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have learned something new, I am very happy, and that's my goal, to make you a professional trader. And I will see you next time on Saturday. Cheers.